Hey guys, Oscar here for Notagrouch, Notagrouch.com, and I just finished my social media breakfast meeting. It went terrific. Check out the videos on the links below, or just look at my channel for social media breakfast. And I want to talk a little bit about an app that I use that is very, very useful for saving me time and effort in social media. Actually, it works for a lot of different things. It's called Textexpander, like expanding text, Textexpander. I believe they have a version for Windows, although it was first started for Mac OS. The way that it works is you assign a piece of text to a shortcut, kind of like a macro. If you're familiar with macros in Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office, this is very similar in that you can, for example, when people leave certain type of comments on my YouTube videos, I want to say thank you. But if you just say thank you all the time, that gets a little boring. So then I have a script in Textexpander that randomizes the way I say thank you. I may say something like, hey, thanks so much for your comment. I appreciate you taking the time, period. I can say, hey, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for leaving a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. So I can make a number of these responses, and all I have to do is when I see that, I just press the shortcode to invoke that. And this is useful not only for the social media, but for anything you need to write. If you are in the service industry or customer service, any type of business that you have to respond with things that are usually the same, you can create these automatic responses that all you have to do is press the code to reply. For example, if somebody sends you, hey, how do I get an RMA for my product? You know, a return material authorization form. And you put it on the website. You've told about them in their manual. You told them how to do that before, but they're still going to email you. Instead of you actually taking the time to say, hey, thanks for emailing us, go to the website, find it here, here's a link to download, whatever your response may be, you can just assign that to a shortcode, whatever you want it to be. And then when you get that, you simply type in the code and hit send. Because when you type in the code, it's automatically going to grab that response from your Textexpander, put it into the email or wherever you're getting that message, and then you just hit send and done. There's so many uses for it. I find it's one of my most used apps. I use it several times a day, and I highly recommend it. Here's another example. Sometimes that you find that people leave their Instagram or their Twitter account, but it's not a link for whatever reason. They didn't link it, or the app where you found it is not able to link. So then you have to copy their username, then go to Twitter, do a search, or go to your URL address, URL bar, type in twitter.com/username. Well, instead of doing that, I copy it. Now it's on my clipboard, and then I just go to the address bar where I type in --TW for Twitter or --Instagram for Instagram. IG for Instagram. And what that does, that invokes a macro in Textexpander that automatically takes whatever was in my clipboard, because I copied it earlier, and puts in the correct address and also hits enter. So all I have to do is hit 3 letters after I copy the username, and it automatically takes me to that user's profile. You think, oh, well, I can just type it in, or you can just search it, and that's fine. But when you're doing this for clients, and when you're doing this for a lot of people, or you have to do it dozens of times a day, a minute adds up. 12 minutes adds up. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, that all adds up. And when you calculate over times, over weeks, if you are billing for time, if your part of your contract is billable hours, guess what? You still get to bill that time, but you save the time and effort because you've been working smarter. So that's a tip I wanted to give you today. The link is down below for Textexpander. It's one of the best ever apps. I believe there is like I said, a Windows version. Take advantage of that. Try to work smarter, not harder, And if you can do the same amount of effort or less effort and less time but provide more value, then you're never really going to be questioned as to what are you worth. So when you give the invoice to your clients, they're not going to say, oh, why are we paying you? I could do this, I could do that. But if you're able to do it faster, better, more efficiently, or more robust. For example, if you use the Instagram responses that I told you about, you could have 50 different responses that are catered for your business, for your approach. And they could be very elaborate, very sophisticated. It would take a long time to write those out every single day, one at a time. But if you have a random script like I do, then you can show to your business owner, hey, look, I engage with 100 people every day this week. You try doing that and show me how long it takes you to do it. And immediately when people try that, when they realize, hey, this would take me hours, this would take me 2 days every week, they can't afford that. They can't afford that time. They can't afford, and a lot of times they just don't even want to do it. So it makes your value go through the roof, and you are an essential part of the business. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.